Hello you guys, welcome to my channel, or welcome back to my channel. I'm the Buddha Baddie. I'm a psychic and intuitive medium. I channel messages that I get from the Most High. And I give you guys those messages to see what you guys need to be aware of, what's currently going on in the energy, things of that sort. Okay. Spirit, ancient ancestors, universe, source, thank you so much for guiding me and allowing me to receive the most accurate messages that I can at this moment in time. Any evil, ill will, negative energy, attempts at destiny swapping, or energy siphoning, please return back to sender, okay, or source. Thank you. All right, let's tap in. Let's tap in, you guys. Tap in. All right, we have will, waning gibbous moon. Okay. Let's clarify. Pleasure. Okay, we have waning gibbous moon too. All right, so even numbers, I don't know why I'm getting that. Even numbers could be significant. 2, 4, 6, 8. 2, 4, 6, 8. All right, you're taking action. Okay, you have the willpower. Okay, I'm getting like your will is going to become so strong that everything's going to feel more pleasurable to you. All right, so there is this energy of like pleasure coming back into your life. Maybe there's been a time where you've been feeling like a lack of pleasure, a lack of joy, a lack of happiness. I feel like your willpower is actually allowing you to bring this in. What else? Let me get one more card for these. Balance. Yeah. All right, there's a balance happening in your energy. All right, so clarification here. We are entering a lot of new beginnings. All right, a lot of open doors for us, okay? New moon. Okay, the new moon could be significant. Maybe the next new moon, there's going to be a new beginning here. All right, keep the faith. Yeah, I feel like you guys have been so faithful, so obedient, so patient. You have been learning a lot about patience here. All right, through the entire situation, or through your entire awakenings, you have been protected the entire time. Yeah, you just needed to surrender. It's like spirit was just teaching you guys to surrender. It's almost like it's the energy of like right when you surrender and you just don't care for something, that's when it all comes in. When you're kind of just like, eh, like, you know what, I was thinking about I was holding this energy of like honestly like pushing away like trying to restrict, not trying, oh my gosh, I'm trying to say, trying to hold on to your manifestation so much that you honestly push it away. You know, it's like the more you try to hold on to something, the more it wants to be, you know, the more it wants to be released. Like it's kind of that energy. And like when you're in the energy of surrendering, just allowing things to happen, that's when all your manifestations start rolling in. Okay, so I'm telling you, there's going to be a balance within this. Okay, there's going to be a balance in your, because you've had a lot of willpower. All right, you've been tested through multiple moon cycles here. All right, tested, needing to have patience, have faith, keep the faith. I don't know, you really kept the faith through certain cycles here. And I'm getting this is why spirit is opening this like pleasurable energy. Like you guys are really just going to be, it's like life is just going to feel like a walk in the park. Like it's just going to feel so like, like that's kind of the vibe I'm getting from this. Okay, you could have a grandmother ancestor on the other side here that's helping you right now or guiding you through some sort of cloudiness, fogginess. Okay, your willpower is very, very strong. Okay, and your transformation is happening. Okay, it's happening. There's a transformation taking place. Okay, let's clarify more of this energy. I feel like you're also calling out to the universe, like through your surrender and through your will, you're like showing the universe like, I'm made for things that are pleasurable. I'm made for things that are full of joy and full of like passion, full of love, full of light. And this is balancing also, this is balancing out your energy and your life. Like this is bringing like the scale, like maybe if things were kind of off in your life, feeling a little bit like one thing versus the other, or something was overweighing something else. It's like, I feel like something is finally like the energy is just shifting and alchemizing into balance. I love it. I love that so much. And it's because you were patient. You're patient with the divine. You're patient with where the divine was taking you. You were patient with all the different mishaps, all the different freaking situations, everything. You were patient. You kept the faith. And this is why the divine is like, okay, the universe knows, like, okay, you're on that frequency, the frequency that's going to be brought to you guys. Be mindful of trickery, deceit here. Yeah, the devil trying to trick you guys, okay? The devil playing his little tricks, little antics here, all right? Thieves don't rob empty houses, FYI. Yeah, High Priestess. All right, someone's trying to steal the High Priestess's mojo. That's what I'm hearing. Queen of Swords. You guys, yes. Not only are you guys stepping into this energy of, I'm sorry, I'm just getting so many downloads. It's because you guys are in a Queen of Swords energy. You guys have set those boundaries, okay? It's like, you guys have been so smart, so strategic, but not in like a deceptive way. Just like for your own like survival. You guys have been so smart, so strong, so I just heard like the unthinkable. Like the unthinkable could have been taking place for you guys. And you guys had so much like divine awareness, so much like knowledge, okay, that you were able to like set the right boundaries, learn the right lessons. Like you're acing every test from the universe, and the universe is like, we gotta bless this collective, because like what in the world? They're acing everything with flying colors. Like, come on. And you're just sitting here, sitting in your throne being like, all right, you know, slicing through the illusions, cutting people off that don't serve you, speaking up, speaking your truth, having righteous boundaries, all of that. So it's like, the divine's like, okay, we hear you, we hear you. You see, the divine's coming through. All right, there was just a lot of fogginess, cloudiness because of other third-party interferences. Divine intervention is taking place, don't worry. The divine intervention is taking place. Yeah, the moon energy. A lot of things behind the scenes are taking place. A lot of energy shifts behind the scenes. All right, don't worry. All right, a lot of fear could be surrounding you guys right now, but it's because there's a lot of things happening behind the scenes to a lot of people here. All right, and they're fearful because of how strong and how smart you are. All right, you're able to cut through illusions. All right, can we clarify the Queen of Swords, Holy Spirit? Wow, my ear just started ringing. Confirmation. Ooh. Clarify Queen of Swords. I'm telling you, pleasure. 9 of Cups is all about pleasure. 9 of Cups is the epitome of pleasure. It's wish fulfillment. Having all those 9 of Cups. All right, you might be honestly needing to be a little bit selfish with your energy right now. I'm not even gonna lie. All right, some people don't deserve the energy that you're in right now. Some people don't deserve to be around you. And I'm not just coming from an ego standpoint. I'm coming from a divine understanding. All right, in order to have these wish fulfillments, you might need to close your arms and cut people off, or you know, cut some energies off. Okay, because I'm getting like you guys are receiving your wish fulfillment, whether they like it or not. It's happening. I'm getting that energy. All right, Saturn return could be significant. Maybe it's your Saturn return. You're finally getting a return of your good karma. All right, your dharma, your wish fulfillment. This is why you're able to be in this energy of sitting back, relaxing, having the pleasure. All right, having the pleasure to allow things to take place. Okay, having the balance of life. All right, some people like they're not balanced. Okay, they're all out of sorts because their energy, they're still in a karmic cycle. They're not learning from they're not even willing to be a learner, a student of the divine. And this is why they're stuck in these karmic cycles, these karmic loops here. All right, wow, 10 of Cups of Lovers. I'm telling you, you're gonna if you guys have been wishing for a family, or wishing for like a community or a soul tribe, or people who really divinely love you, or people who are meant for you in certain ways, you're going to receive that. All right, so don't worry. All right, you are literally right where you need to be. Okay. And I'm telling you, you might need to be selfish with your energy. Maybe you're learning a harsh lesson about cutting people off, even if they may be close family members, close friends, whatever, in order to receive what is meant for you. Because a lot of people don't have your best interest, especially when you're reaching your highest timeline. 10 of Swords reverse, recovery, forgiveness. All right, you took all those 10 swords out of your back. So you deserve this. You deserve this redemption. You deserve what you're getting. You deserve this wish fulfillment. You deserve to have your manifestations rolling in with like ease. Because you did the work to take all these 10 swords out of your back. The betrayals, the deep betrayals that run deep. All right? The endings. All right? The sacrifices you had to make. All right? To get where you need to be. You deserve what you're getting. Point blank, period. All right, clarify. Yeah, the vultures trying to like surround you. All right, take what's yours without giving you any credit. All right, clarify 10 of Swords reverse. 5 of Swords wanted to come out sideways. Let's see. Yeah, 5 of Swords reverse. Yeah, I'm telling you. All right, you're going from a season of feeling defeated, all right, feeling beaten down, feeling 10 on my timer, you're feeling just yeah, just feeling just defeated. Okay, you're coming out of that season. All right, you're going from you're like, I'm having a really big turnaround here. It's like the divine. This is why God is so great. Okay, the divine, the universe, whatever you want to call it, the higher power, the powers that be, whatever. It is so magnificent because it can turn your misfortune, it could turn your bad seasons into testimonies, into reasons, into bigger blessings than you can even imagine. And that's just the energy I'm getting from this. Okay, I'm getting like your wishes are coming in here. All right, and I'm telling you, you had a lot of people here who really thought they had one over on you in a prior season. They're like, haha, we got the collective, they're defeated, we won up them, hey, look at us, go us, like we competed with them and we won. They didn't win shit. They felt that you guys took a loss. Maybe you guys could have taken an L in some ways or whatever. You felt defeated. Oh, but this was all part of your growth. It's for you to come back stronger, 10 times stronger. All right. There was a reason for these people to try to defeat you, or I wouldn't always say like there's a reason for people trying to be that terrible, but I mean, I am saying here like you had to learn valuable lessons about who to cut off, who to not have in your life, who to have proper boundaries with, because these people were always going to try to one-up you. They're always going to try to lead you in this energy of walking away from your blessings, walking away from what's for you. So the divine knew who they needed to divinely orchestrate out of your life. Yeah, for you guys to reach this fulfillment, all right? Truth, vitality here. Dang. I'm also getting the Age of Aquarius. Okay, the Age of Aquarius is very significant. We are in the Age of Aquarius now. Okay, let's clarify. Let's get more energy. What else, Holy Spirit? That's too many. All right. Okay. Yeah, it's like you were in a past cycle here where a lot of people thought, like I said, they thought they had 12.21 on my timer, 12.22. They thought they had a one-up on you because you were in this energy of like they thought that they had a one-up on you because you guys may have left the situation, may have just, you know, left with your dignity, with your pride, and started to like really focus on yourself, go inward, start spiritually healing. All right, you know, start actually like trying to be your best self, okay? Being the best version of yourself. Meanwhile, these people thought, oh, because I got, this is just, you know, hypothetical, but it's like, oh, because I got the man, or I got the job, or I got the friends, or whatever. I got the clout, whatever it is. They thought that they had one over on you. But that was just a cycle of you learning these lessons, all right? All right, let's get this message. Let's get this message. 4 of Pentacles reverse. Page of Pentacles reverse. Yeah, letting go. Not holding grudges against people here who are very greedy. All right, because you had a lot of people who you had to really learn how to set boundaries with. Not have a negative intent towards them, but really be like, hey, you know, you're not my vibe. You're money hungry. You only care about this and that. You only care about superficialness. I'm not going to take the offer. I'm not going to take that opportunity because I don't want to be surrounded by people of that frequency, of that caliber, because that's just not how I roll, you know? And that is okay. And you could have had a lot of people who were mad about that or felt very, they felt like very petty or vindictive about that, knowing that you guys were moving on, all right? Or you guys were letting things go or like, you know, going your own way, okay? Clarify 4 of Pentacles reverse. Yeah, 2 of Cups. This was a karmic relationship or karmic relationships. Okay, these were people who were who were there on your path to teach you a valuable lesson, to get you out of your lower self. Okay, yeah, maybe these people do a lot of reckless things. Okay, I heard reckless endangerment. I don't know. They create a lot of illusions here, or they live in a fantasy of what they want their life to be, but they're always like, what's the best way to say it? They're always in a fog, or no, I don't want to say it like that, but like they're always either drinking, doing stuff, like that's the thing, they're living in like of trying to catch up to something that they're never going to get because it's an illusion. It's like a fantasy of what they want. All right, and these are people that you had to really leave behind because they were not only were they wanting you to succumb to your lower self and do this and also fall into this habit of being in this like energy and these fantasies or whatever, they also did not want you to move away from this kind of energy to actually reach your highest potential. Okay? Because a lot of these people have their own vices with the Seven of Cups. They have their own vices. They live in their own illusions. They live in their own falsities. And they didn't want you to break that illusion, because if you broke that illusion, it would show them that they can't defeat you. That they can't one-up you. Like, that you're too balanced. That you're always going to be received in perfect alignment from the divine. The divine's always going to give you, because look how generous you are. All right, you could be someone who gives to charity or gives to the homeless, or you always balance out energies, because your energy is always, your energy always becomes so balanced because you're such a generous person. So the divine blesses you. The divine's like, this is a person who's always generous, so they're going to have generosity back. Okay, even if it means they have to release some people, even if it means they have to learn harsh lessons about what it means to give and take, they're going to have that back. All right, Queen of Pentacles reversed. Yeah, someone was really trying to create an illusion here so that you would give to them. They wanted you to seem like you were the one superficial, or they could have tried to project their narcissism onto you, saying that you're the one with the ego, you're the one who only cares about this and that, whatever. Because in reality, that's all they are, and they want you to be lower than them, because they want to live in an illusion so bad that they can defeat you, or they can be in competition with you, whatever. Yeah, you're Queen of Wands here. Okay, you guys are also someone who attracts effortlessly. You manifest effortlessly. And if these people can have you in that lower vibration, all right, it's harder for you to manifest. When you have these obstacles, you have people sabotaging you. You have people underhandedly doing things to you, mentally manipulating you, putting you in illusions. Like, all that delays you and deters you from being able to see through, or being able to come into your highest timeline to actually receive that blessing, those blessings that are your manifestations, that to allow your manifestations to quickly come in. All right, because if your mind is constantly wrapped around like, this person did this to me, this person's doing this to me, the smear campaign is going on, like, if they're all getting you at all angles, thinking that they defeated you because of all this craziness, they're gonna make you distracted from the abundance and the stuff that's actually coming in for you guys. So yeah, so these messages, I'm telling you, these messages are coming out very clear today. And yeah, they also wanted you, I feel like they were also getting something out of trying to limit your success by trying to put you in this energy of like, I'm in like a maze. All right, making you confused, okay, making you feel like you didn't know what to choose from, you didn't know who was there for you, you didn't know what, you didn't know where your goals were, like, they wanted you, like, I'm telling you, the enemy was really going hard on you guys. They wanted you to be so confused, so confused, all wrapped up in confusion, illusions. As I said that, dispelling an illusion. I'm telling you, you guys dispel illusions, okay? And if these people wanted war, you want peace, okay, you gotta prepare for the war. All right, so there's, yeah, your soul is being activated, and I'm getting like, yeah, it's telling you, you're a warrior for sure, but you're dispelling an illusion with your intellect. Okay, you're expelling this illusion, you're dispelling the illusions here. All right, yeah, okay. So we have expectation, waiting, and hope. Okay, but this is the energy, okay? Someone wanted you to be in this fantasy, la la land, like always hoping or always kind of like thinking it's like further than what it is, okay? Not actually being in the energy of receiving it, being in the energy of like la la land, okay? Being like, where do I go? What do I do? What do I do with this? Like, they wanted you to be in this constant like cycle of wanting it, all right, but not actually receiving it. All right, but maybe you guys are doing a lot of spiritual cleanses, okay? Spiritual baths, okay? You're cleansing the negativity. You're spiritually cleansing yourself. All right, this is also bringing in your manifestations as well. Yeah, confirmation, 1919 on my timer. Something is being exposed about black magic here that was hidden from you. Yeah, someone was keeping something hidden. They were doing a lot of moon magic, black magic. They were doing a lot of things behind the scenes here. But it was a trick. It was all a trick to deceive you. Schemes, deceiving, gaslighting here. Yeah, they didn't think it was a part of the plan for you guys to avoid this. With your intellect, these people really downplayed how smart you are. All right, maybe because they think that they have this, I don't know, idea that you guys aren't smart. I don't know. No honors among thieves, though. Someone may have really just like undermined your intelligence, is really what I'm getting here. They thought they can keep up this illusion here. They thought they can keep you confused. Yeah, okay, so you guys could be seeing angel numbers 11, 11, 12, 12, 4, 4, 4, and 3, 3, 3 to be exact. Okay, but you guys are definitely cutting through confusions and illusions right now. All right, I'm also getting the divine. Like, the more you connect with yourself and the divine, the more that you gain clarity about a situation, the more that you gain new ideas and you focus on what is for you, not what is against you. Yeah, okay, so I feel like something has to do with you going on a journey or traveling somewhere. That could be part of a wish fulfillment, or something that I feel like is going to make you very happy. All right. Yeah, no honor is among thieves. These people are, yeah, they were trying to create these illusions here because they wanted to defeat you, because they're really the thieves. All right? These people are corrupted. They can't be trusted. All right? These people could have tried to commit fraud. All right? Tried to place scandals on you. All right? Lie about you. All right? Rob you even. Yeah, we have the ravens, messengers, ancient wisdom, magic, spirit world. Yeah, you're too connected to the spirit world, okay? I feel like you're getting a lot of confirmations and downloads. Ravens could be significant. You could be seeing ravens. Yeah, the 10 swords in your back. I'm telling you, this betrayal runs so deep. All right? This was an illusion to keep you in this constant, like, I wish I could have this, I wish I could have that, but not actually being in the energy of having it, you know? Yeah, your soul is being activated right now. You're going through a soul activation. All right? Something is bringing, yeah, this is also helping with your balance as well. This is also bringing things into balance here. Okay? Balancing out your energy. Yeah, I'm telling you, these people who committed fraud are they're very scandalous. Okay, they tried to extort you, whatever this is. You're eliminating the evil, okay? You're eliminating all this evil. You guys can be saging, okay? Or you guys can be lighting candles, doing things to really eliminate these negative energies, okay? Someone could be going to court, or court could be significant. Someone could be afraid of, yeah, you suing them or something because of what they've done. And that's why they were trying to keep you in this illusion here, because they didn't want you to come out of something here with truth and insights. Yeah, they did not want to get exposed, but the divine is exposing them. They were trying not to get, they wanted everything to not be exposed for doing this to you guys, okay? Yeah, so they tried to mock you to disguise their fear. So these people try to mock you. So there's could have been multiple people here as well doing this, okay? And in order to disguise how fearful they are of getting exposed for what they've been doing, all right, they were mocking you, okay? Trying to make fun of you, trying to limit you, trying to compete with you, trying to underhandedly do all this stuff, because they're like, if we can keep the collective down. I'm getting also like the divine is exposing this because it's like divine intervention, but it's like you were attached to that divine intervention, that karma. So it's like, as long as you don't know the truth, as long as you don't get the insight, karma can't play out for them. So they do all this stuff to scare you and do all this stuff to try to block you and mock you and whatever. But their prayers are useless, okay? Yeah, did I not see divine intervention? Divine intervention's at play, okay? What they did was unforgivable, all right? Not to you guys, because you guys can forgive, because obviously, like, you guys are forgiving people, all right? Doesn't mean you forget. Does not mean you forget. But what they did was unforgivable to the divine. The divine saw that. A higher power, whatever, the universe saw what they did, all right? It was an abomination, all right? An abomination to the collective, to the divine being. All right, now they're receiving sad news. Okay, this is their sad news. The sad news is that you guys are going through an energy shift. All right, and that wasn't part of their plan. All right, so they're trying to distract you so you don't receive what you're meant to receive. All right, distract you, lead you off course, make you go the wrong way, because they don't want you to be intact with your spiritual side. Yeah, your divinity. Yeah, because I'm telling you, you're closing out a cycle here. You have these karmic bonds who wear masks. Okay, so you had to learn a lot of lessons about very underhanded people, one-uppers, conniving people who always just want to defeat you or make you feel defeated because of their mind games. These people have cycles and karmic debts that they have to, they have to face, okay? But they wear masks, so they want to make you fearful, all right? Because they're fearful. They want to wear a mask, do anything to get out of their karma, whether it's wearing your karma, good karma. Whatever they do, it's never gonna work out for them in their favor, okay? They're just gonna look like idiots. They're gonna look like they're not honorable people whatsoever because they're criminals, all right? If they're trying to steal from you, okay, in whatever way that is. Yeah, you had to break these karmic bonds. You had to learn these lessons, separate from these relationships to get to your higher self, because these people were they were teaching you a past life lesson, all right? An unresolved issue from your past life, okay? And these people are very unstable, okay? Or these people were you had to learn a lesson about dealing with unstable relationships, whether it was people who only took from you and didn't give, people who were very disingenuous with you, very false with you, people who tried to steal from you, take from you, all this stuff. You had to learn this past life lesson, all right? And I'm betting you did, all right? So now the divine isn't taking their prayers, okay? These people could be praying for mercy right now. The divine's saying your prayers are useless because you did so much without even hesitating, without even thinking about what you're doing, and actually laughing about it and thinking that it was okay. So you're gonna get exposed. All right, well, I'm gonna leave that message here. Actually, I'm gonna get one of these first. Clarify, Holy Spirit. Yeah, these people went the wrong way. They went the wrong way thinking that they were going to gain something here with these illusions. All right, gain something from you guys. Or gain some of your good karma or whatever. They're only just going to... They're just, like... They're just extending their bad karma. We have self-care and fashion witch. Okay, so you guys can be very fashionable people. People can see you as very fashionable, okay? You have a lot of self-care to yourself. Yeah, and these people try to trauma bond you. Okay, yeah, I was getting that with... It's like they wanted you to... Okay, because when you're living in your shadow side, a lot of it has to do with, like, living in, like, the energy of, fear, lack, confusion, indulging, all right? And these people live in that. All right, they want you to be in your shadow so you can live in that as well, so that you couldn't see what they're doing here. All right, but these people are trying to trauma bond to you guys, all right? But they trauma bond it to your shadow. That's the thing. When you guys integrate, this is why they tried so hard to stop this, because when you guys integrate your shadow and you're not only living in your shadow, you can see the light expels the shadow energy. All right, yeah, legend. All right, you guys can be definitely seen as legendary, all right? Or someone is like viewing you as someone who's very legendary, okay? Or you have some sort of legendary energy. Okay, because you're able to like see through these things, okay? Let's clarify. Fashion witch. Let's see. Okay. You can dress the part, but if you claim to be a witch and your practice lacks morality, you, my darling, are not a witch, but a muggle in chic disguise. Yeah, I'm getting like a lot of these people were trying to copy, mock you, trying to claim to be your energy or claim that they have this essence that you have, but these people lack morality. So obviously you're going to be seen as someone who can dress the part, but can you actually play the part? You know, can you be that? Okay. These people wanted to like, it's like they could have tried to I mean, you know, copying is the highest form of flattery, I guess you can say, but at the same time, when it becomes creepy and weird and like they downright just try to take on exactly all your energy, okay, that is just like you're crossing a line. All right, and also like why don't you want to be yourself? That's also something you need to look at as well. Like, why don't you love yourself enough to actually appreciate who you really are, or take a look into who you really are? Because they have these shadows and these darkness and all this stuff that they don't want to look at, they don't want to face. All right, so they'll try to be cowards and hide behind whatever they're doing here to mock you, you know, steal your energy, whatever. Okay. Okay. All right, let's see, self-care. It says, you need some tenderness and nourishment ASAP. Self-care isn't all face masks and bubble baths. Get yourself some healthy boundaries, yes. Stop poisoning your body and mind with bullshits and terrible relationships. Like I said, these unstable relationships. You learned a lesson about this, okay? About breaking these chains of these karmic energies. All right, get some sleep and recharge your battery. Okay, so Spirit, maybe you guys are feeling extra tired lately. This is like you guys actually like sleeping and like regenerating. Like I'm getting like Spirit is really wanting you guys to rest, really wanting you guys to like, because you had so much like excess stuff that was like needing to, excuse me, I just burped. You had so much stuff happening in like the spiritual, all right, like a lot of spiritual attacks, a lot of people trying to take your energy, a lot of people just up all in your energy, that you have to like sleep to like really kind of like release that energy, or like gain more regeneration is what I'm hearing. That's interesting. Okay, all right, we have trauma bond. I hate to be the bearer of bad news, but that person is not your twin flame. Get out while you can. The codependency at its most toxic. You find comfort in old familiar wounds, but resist the temptation to make connections rooted in things that no longer serve your support, your healing. Yeah, so I'm getting like, this doesn't have to just be a twin flame. I'm not reading that from this energy. I'm reading it more so like you had people that wanted you to stay trauma bonded to them and to their bad habits, to their addictions, to their toxic ways. They wanted you to be codependent to these toxic ways as well. All right, so you could be on that lower frequency with them. So you could be crabs in a barrel. All right, but you're not. Okay, and they're jealous that you guys made it out. That's not your fault that you healed your healing from, you know, those energies. Maybe people want to, like I said, maybe people want to like switch the roles or whatever. Say you're the narcissist, you're the one with the ego because you care for yourself and because you set boundaries with people who are just trying to take from you and not even give you a crumb of something. Like, really? And you're just loving yourself? Like, what? Yeah, okay, shadow. Deal with your demons before they deal with you. These people need to deal with their demons, and they'd rather trauma bond to you and steal, copy from you, whatever they can do to run away from their demons. But their demons are going to keep on trying to catch up to them one way or the other. One way or another, I'm going to find you. I'm going to get you. That's the shadows. That's their shadows talking to them, okay? Blondie could be significant. All right. All right, but I'm going to leave this message here. Hopefully that resonated with you guys. Let me know down in the comments below if it did. If this message resonated, that's great. Let me know. If you want to book personal, link will also be in the description. If you want to know more about me, link will be in the description as well. I'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye.